Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4! And in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 14, we're going to be doing the MR challenge with this Lotus Elise 111R. Or at least that's what I'm going to try to do. In the last episode, we did Lotus Classics using the Lotus Europa, and that was a 5-race championship. And we got 20,000 or 21,000 out of it, having to do a couple races twice, because without qualifying, some of them are kind of rough. But the MR challenge should be in beginner events. This is actually one of the best MR cars that we could have, at least for this. That's not like a race car or a supercar. Go in there, and hopefully I'm not bringing an overpowered car in there, or an underpowered. Maybe it could be just about right. We'll find out whenever they show us the A-Spec points or the lineup. I could always just go get the Europa again, or the Elan, and use them there. I think that might suffice as well. First up is beginner course, which is that little egg with the chicane in the back, so 5 laps is actually still short. Clio Renault Sport V6 24V, ASL Garaya, I forgot that car was in here. Honda NSX Type R, Honda NSX Type S0. Now the NSX is a great car, so I feel threatened now. The Toyota MR2 GTS. Now we have about 200 horsepower with this thing, but I don't know about this. I feel like the NSX is a really darn good one. 95-point race! Usually if it's anything less than 100, it's quite possible, but this game is a weird way of, like, nothing making sense with the A-Spec rating sometimes, at least as far as I'm concerned. It's back and forth. You got a newer NSX and then an older one. They are fast in these straights, but got lots of corners to make shit happen. I'm not really worried about the Clio Renault, and just really the NSXs. But yeah, we've got all these corners and everything. So slow. Now, I've got this smaller car, and I don't know if like they have like a 276 horsepower that a lot of cars have or what. But I've always considered the NSX like a really sporty sport car, almost a supercar, compared to the Elise. But I think this Elise 111R is not to be underestimated. It's actually better than these NSXs at this point. The older Elises, the other ones, nothing crazy about them. Not even the Motorsport Elise, I feel like, is on par with the NSX. Now that could be inaccurate. I'm getting tied up here trying to make this work. But we're racing, we're having fun. Going in, taking it from you. You won't give me the room, but I'll still take it. I'm trying to set up a good pass on him that's not too dirty, but he's driving me all over the damn place. He's giving me no room to put myself whenever he stomps the brakes like an idiot. So we'll just do that. I really don't care about you anymore then. And that will do it. The final lap of the race being my fastest, a 26.7 or whatever the heck it was. I don't even remember now. Just like the last episode during Lotus Classics, the winning prize for every race is 2,000. Autumn Ring Reverse is the second race of MR Challenge. Starting up front is a Lotus Elise Type 72. There ain't no other Elise that is up to par with this 111R that we have. And then all the other 4 cars were in the last race. Maybe like different colors and shit, but still. 73-point race. It's that big a difference without whatever car was in the last one that's not here now. I don't remember which one, because I know we had NSXs and the Renaults. What else was there? I mean, we got the MR2, but last time we didn't have that other Elise. I'm already up to 4th, but I am blowing this curve, trying to slide in front of both of them. Well, that was not productive. We got this. Oh my lord, you suck. You suck. You know it. You suck, you suck, you suck. The last time we came to Autumn Ring, it was not reverse, it was forward. And this is actually how I'm used to racing the track, is going around this curve to the right. I don't know why. I think I've just raced this version more. And we'll find out, like, maybe if they have us race reverse more in this game as we go through it. Damn, dude. Just, like, crowd me in there, and it's like I check up for you, but you still just drive straight into me. Well, this does feel a little bit less challenging than the first race, even though that was like a smaller, easier track. Like, these guys are just not as good at this one. And also, while I'm finishing up this first lap of Autumn Ring Reverse, give you guys a nice sight of what it's like to go around this track in this direction. I wanted to say that as I'm recording this, the other day I was refreshing like my gun permit for my job because like I'm an armed security guard. And whenever I went to the office, which is like an hour and a half away, so I had to go and drive an hour and a half and an hour and a half back to get this class. When I went over there to the office, there was another office in a different building, and in the parking lot, someone had this car. I think it was also 111R from the design it looked, but it was like a highlighter yellow. I can put up a picture right here if you want to stare at it. But it's not often that you see an Elise in public. It's a British car. Usually it's all American cars and Japanese cars. That's what gets mostly imported to this country. Along with like BMW and Volkswagen, Mercedes. That's what I was telling you guys. They have different music that plays whenever you finish the race, and I don't know why. It's like championship race versus just like singular events. I don't know. And another 2,000 credits onto the third race, which is New York Reverse. Returning here after going here a few episodes ago in the muscle car competition. Of course, that was forward. This is reverse. I'm not at all used to racing this track backwards. I really can't remember the last time that I did. But this time we got the Honda NSX Type R. It's the ASL Garaya. That's what was in the first race that we did. That wasn't in the second one. Okay. We got a Lotus Esprit Turbo HC. I don't know if it's Esprit, Esprit. There's no second I in there, but I don't know if I'd be really that concerned about it considering it's from 87. I'm still like so confident in this car now. Like, I beat the NSX. They can bring one car here that's going to be that on par. I know this is going to be a rolling start, but I mean, we've had nothing but rolling starts so far, haven't we? I don't know. This other Elise from 2000 is not concerning. This A-Spec rating just keeps going down. And judging from that picture, it wasn't that same shade of yellow that I just showed you. It was more of a highlighter yellow. I think mine is like a little bit convertible, but it might have been a newer model just because the design looked a little more spicy. Up to third gear. We got that 360-degree corner coming up. Now, of course, I'm already passing you. Those cars have straightaway speed. Straightaway speed is a big deal here. At this track, of course. You already knew that much. And I'm in third gear. I need to be in second gear. There we go. Better cornering that way. I'm pushing this stupid MR2. He's running into the wall. He will not stop bothering me. We got 2 laps, so not too much of a rush, but still. We'll go by just like that with all these straightaways. That leader is getting away. Okay, come on, brakes work. They're not working. I tried braking late, and I just don't get any brakes at all. It's like you have to brake at the exact same time, otherwise you don't make the corner. But then you also don't gain anything whenever you try to beat him in there like that. Well, we're up to second. Looks good. We'll catch him, but the straightaway is going to make it difficult. I would love to have one of these myself, but like I said, it's a rarity in this country. It would be really expensive. I mean, any car could be maintained as long as it's like just a regular car, you know, get the oil change and shit like that. But you damage one part, you want that fixed. You gotta order from a different country. Or have it like pre-made, like actually make the part for the car, not an actual licensed Lotus part. It's gonna be a difficult race to win, yet paying the least A-Spec points yet. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm gonna just do this race again. I'm not even going to put an upgrade in it. I could have just driven better and then we would have won it. Fuck. Oh. It's an extra 1,000 credits. This is better. This is much, much better. He's right there in front of me. We got a bunch of corners left to beat him in. Like, this one right here for sure. Like, I'm way better than everybody at this point. Whenever I take it right. Most of the time I take it wrong and then I just lose all the time that I'm trying to gain in it. I'm trying to pass you, but there is not room. I'm rushing it. This is British car. Why am I rushing it? You're supposed to be a peon, not Russian. Don't rush the peon. I am winning now. I did it. Cool. I just needed to be ready to race around this track backwards. All it took is a little practice, to be honest. Alright. then give us our 67 A-Spec points. There's the 2,000 credits. Race 4 is Fuji Speedway 90s. If I'm correct, we race here in the sport truck race, and this was the same version with the little chicane just before the final corner in the front stretch. We got both of the Elises along with us that we've raced against. The older one and the slightly quicker one. Honda NSX Type R again, the 2002. Our only real challenge here. ASL Garaya and Toyota MR2 GTS. So this time there's no Clio. Renault. It's 24V36, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They keep lowering and lowering the A-Spec points, but the competition, it stays just as much. They do that they do that thing where they all decide to crash into each other here. So, ow. I'm trying to get out of it. I want out. I want away. Leave. Nah. The hell what just happened to this guy? What the fuck? Okay, down to second gear, a little too early, but going around the ASL Garaya on the outside. Like, that was such a clumsy and messy start from the dead stop that we easily took the lead. If the NSX didn't get fucked over somehow, then we'd probably be battling with him. And knowing these straights here, you might be able to catch back up again. I'm all over the darn place because it's a free-spirited car. It's not the Lotus Esprit, but it's still free-spirited Elise. This was that chicane that I'm talking about. This track getting a little more advanced throughout the years. I still so badly want to race at the 2005 GT version. The new pavement and all kinds of different crazy curves. Just a lot more sophisticated. I think some people don't like the track that way, prefer this older version that's so basic, but me on the other hand, I like the crazy newer version of this track a lot more. So it looks like we're going to win this race by maybe 5-6 seconds. That NSX totally could last like a whole extra lap in there, you know, been in front of me for that long. It's 4 seconds. So yeah, I mean, if you hadn't gotten held up, you could have taken us half the race, or over half the race to get to him. There's our fourth 2000 of the MR Challenge. El Capitan as the final race of our MR Challenge. They're bringing in the Opel Speedster for this one. Still ain't shit against my Lotus Elise 111R. I remember the Opel Speedster and the Elise 111R were kicking my ass in the Mazda Speed 6, but I am positive that I got this. Got the Esprit Turbo HC again, a couple of Elises. There's no NSX this time. 4 Lotuses for this final race. 13 points? I guess the NSX really is everything. They gave us less and less points all the way through, beginning to end. That's... I hope they don't give us an ASL Garaya for... Oh my god. I hope they don't give us an ASL Garaya for completing all this. I mean, it's nice to get a car and all that stuff, but like, don't give me something that I was smoking every single race. Like, give me something that was actually competent for most of the time. Like an NSX, give me an NSX. There's NSX one-make races, and that would be good for a few endurance races, maybe. I don't know. Whenever we get to that. But, I would love to totally do, like, the NSX one-make race next time. If they did, I don't know if they give me an older one, or give me the newer one, like the Type R. God, that one had some straightaway speed. Whenever I drive, you know, I'd drive it out faster than this one. I still prefer the Elise over the NSX just because this car looks like so much more gorgeous and sexy. The NSX is just a better performing car, but not by much considering what I can do. I should not do that. That'll do it. All the races in MR Challenge complete. And they keep on paying me less and less A-Spec points, but at least they were giving us a lot at the beginning. And there's my final 2,000 credits. We're up to 780,000 or 781,000 after this. So we're getting back to making money instead of just spending it. What we get? What are you giving me, game? Oh, Lotus Esprit Turbo HC. Well, we did race against this a few times, but there's no one-make race left for. There's just like an Elise one-make. And this wasn't even eligible for Lotus Classics, even though it is a classic. It's a nice car. Kind of looks like one of the older Lamborghinis. I like this white that it comes in. Maybe I could use it for one of those special condition events. That might be fun, like wet pavement races or tarmac races. And after that, we have only one challenge left in beginner events, and that is the 4-wheel drive challenge. And if I'm correct, you do get a car for also completing all the events in a section of the game, so we'd get 2 cars after completing that. I think they did that with Gran Turismo 3, I don't remember very well with this game. But the thing is, we only have the Dodge Ram and the Suzuki Alto Works. One might not be good enough, and the other I know is not good enough, the Suzuki Alto Works. The Ram, it's a truck, but I already drove it once, and I don't know if I feel like driving it ever again. I don't know where I would. We're at 9.5% game completion. Awesomeness. Love that. There is the Esprit Turbo HC. We have a Skyline. Is that 4-wheel drive? I thought Skylines were. No, that's rear drive. Okay, well, that's an older one, so duh. I don't know. Maybe I should get a car that's 4-wheel drive and turbo. We'll figure it out whenever we get to the next episode. I'm not entirely sure on anything right now. Give me some time to think. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.